March 8, 2014. Kuala Lumpur International Airport bustled with its usual pre-dawn energy. Among the departures was Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 bound for Beijing, a routine flight, an unremarkable start to the day. The Boeing 777-200ER, a workhorse of the skies, was nearly at capacity. 227 passengers from 15 nations, 2 pilots, experienced and respected, 12 crew members ready to see to their passengers' comfort. Nothing seemed amiss. The plane took off at 12:41 a.m. local time. It climbed smoothly into the night sky. The first leg of the journey was uneventful. Standard air traffic control chatter, routine confirmations from the cockpit. Just another flight, it seemed, arcing its way across the map. The flight proceeded normally for the first 38 minutes. It reached its cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. Then at 1:19 a.m., as MH370 approached Vietnamese airspace, something changed. Something that would forever etch this flight into the annals of aviation mysteries. The first sign of trouble was subtle. A missed handover with Vietnamese air traffic control. Controllers in Kuala Lumpur attempted to reach MH370. No response. Minutes ticked by, each one pregnant with mounting unease. Then silence. The transponder, responsible for broadcasting the plane's location, went dark. MH370 had vanished from radar screens. Confusion reigned. Had there been a sudden malfunction? A catastrophic event? The lack of any distress signal only deepened the mystery. Theories began to form, each more unsettling than the last. But one thing was clear: MH370 was gone, its fate shrouded in an impenetrable veil of silence. The initial search focused on the South China Sea, the last known location of the aircraft. Vietnamese and Malaysian authorities deployed ships and aircraft. They scoured the waters, but the sea, vast and unforgiving, offered no clues. Days bled into weeks, hope fading with each passing hour. The world watched, captivated and horrified, as the mystery of MH370 deepened. News of MH370's disappearance ricocheted around the globe. The world held its breath, united in disbelief and concern. How could a modern airliner, bristling with technology, simply vanish? The search effort quickly escalated into one of the largest and most complex in aviation history. Malaysia, China, and Australia took the lead, their resources stretched to the limit. The United States, France, and the United Kingdom provided technological expertise and support. Dozens of ships and aircraft from multiple nations combed the seas. Experts pored over radar data, satellite imagery, and oceanic drift models, searching for any hint of the missing plane. The search area, initially focused on the South China Sea, shifted dramatically based on new analysis of satellite data. It became clear that MH370 had continued flying for hours after its last communication. But where and why? The mystery deepened, pulling investigators and the world further into its grasp. Search and rescue official. The scope of the search was unprecedented. We were dealing with vast oceanic expanses, challenging weather conditions, and the sheer uncertainty of where to look. Every new piece of data shifted our focus, but we pressed on, determined to find answers. In the absence of physical evidence, investigators turned to a different kind of clue data. Specifically, data from Inmarsat, a British satellite telecommunications company. Although MH370's transponder was off, the plane continued to exchange faint handshakes with an Inmarsat satellite. These handshakes, while not providing precise location information, offered tantalizing breadcrumbs. By analyzing the time delay between the handshakes, engineers were able to plot a series of arcs representing possible flight paths. These arcs, combined with sophisticated oceanographic drift models, pointed to a remote stretch of the southern Indian Ocean, thousands of miles from the plane's intended course. Aviation expert, the new search area, vast and unforgiving, presented immense challenges. The ocean floor in this region was largely unmapped, a desolate landscape of underwater canyons and mountains. Despite the odds, search teams pressed on, deploying advanced sonar equipment and underwater drones. The world waited, clinging to a sliver of hope that somewhere in that watery abyss, MH370 would be found.
Some believe that the plane was hijacked. There are theories suggesting that a group of individuals took control of the aircraft for political or financial reasons.
Yeah, and another theory is that the pilot might have committed suicide. This idea is based on past incidents where pilots have intentionally crashed planes. Both of these theories, though, are highly controversial and have been the subject of much debate. Another possibility, of course, is mechanical failure. Aircraft are complex machines, and even a small malfunction can lead to catastrophic results.
Indeed, mechanical failures have been responsible for many aviation accidents in the past. Additionally, some suggest that the plane might have been struck by an external object, like a meteor or space debris. While rare, such events are not entirely impossible.
These theories highlight the many uncertainties and complexities involved in understanding what really happened.
There is a growing theory that the disappearance could have been caused by a cyber attack. Some believe that hackers might have taken control of the aircraft systems remotely, causing it to veer off course.
While this theory remains speculative, it highlights the vulnerabilities in modern aviation technology and the need for robust cybersecurity measures.
The disappearance of MH370 has left a legacy of uncertainty in the aviation industry. Despite extensive investigations and international collaboration, many questions remain unanswered.
The search for definitive answers continues, but the mystery of MH370 has forever changed how we approach aviation safety and crisis management.
In response to the disappearance, the aviation industry has implemented new safety protocols, including real-time tracking of aircraft and improved communication systems between pilots and ground control.
These measures aim to prevent a similar tragedy from occurring and ensure that no aircraft can simply vanish without a trace.
For the families of the passengers and crew, the pain of not knowing what happened to their loved ones is unbearable. They continue to seek answers and hold on to hope for closure.
The emotional toll on the families is immeasurable, and their strength and resilience in the face of such uncertainty is truly remarkable.